Black Flap. That's not suggestive at all.
I like how they actually take the time to name all the cups, though. Some of they actually take out in 2 for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. They just kind of throw enemies at you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. I kind of like how there's the names, but I mean, I can't really say I remember any of them.
I really like 2's combat, but I don't think I like it to the point where the saturation of having 4 cups and then 4 even harder versions of those cups. You know, the paradox cups.
Yeah. It's too much.
It's a bit too much.
Are there 2 Hades cups? Or is it like there's just the one?
Oh yeah. There's the
Is it Hades and Hades Paradox or?
No, it's like what do they call them? It's the 3 like prophesizers, the 3 witches with the eye. It's their cup, and then it's just the Paradox Hades cup, I think.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Paradox is a weird choice of word.
Please excuse the
Yeah, just
the
trash.
very, very inconsiderate trash man.
Yeah, we're doing our jobs right here. What are you doing? But one thing I do like about the Hades Cup is that it does not, like, it does have you fight every Heartless to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hold back on any of them.
I hate that ship's version of like Sonic Blade.
His dash attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is the one. And you can't tech it for some reason. I would think out of all the things you could tech, but
I do like the pirate ship because you can tech it by like breaking it apart. I thought that was a neat little touch.
yeah, I thought it was cool. Although
Screw that move as well.
with the Wyvern drop,
Mm-hmm.
his drop kick. I always liked the Wyverns. I always found it weird that they have such low health though.
Yeah, that is weird.
But I guess I don't know. I guess you could just say defenders just have a lot of health as opposed to the normal.
Mm-hmm. On here we go. This is easily my favorite seed in the entire cup.
Oh, this is a cool fight. Gosh, this seems hard with just Sora alone.
Oh my god, it is. But it's so much fun though.
It is, yeah. I remember doing this in a challenge run, and this is actually what got me stuck. Because I was too afraid to attack and get magic back to heal, so I kept waiting for Donald, and every time Donald would respond, he'd like glide to Leon and he'd do that up slash, and Donald would die. That happened like 40 times, and I'm like, okay, I played this game, I have enough skills to get my magic back, and then I run up and die.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating.
Care to explain what your challenge run is?
Yeah, for the original Final Mix, I did like a no, I don't know, I wouldn't say it was low level, but like no grinding, no, like equipment change, which actually kind of followed up in this game as well.
Oh yeah, there's a trophy for going without changing your
Yeah,
Keyblade.
touching equipment and all that. And I don't know, I'd say that was a lot harder than doing it again for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I had a bit more trouble with that than I thought I would, just for changing the equipment. I guess it does make a difference.
Yeah, it is, especially when you were lacking like 10 strength you would have had otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that Keyblade or all equipment?
I think I'm fairly certain it's everything. When I ran through, I didn't risk it, but
Oh, yeah.
so I guess I can't say for sure.
That's the worst when you're going for a trophy and you do it wrong. And it's one of those trophies where you gotta beat the whole game. It's like, why didn't I get it? Oh.
Yeah. All the worse that you like find out, oh, it's glitched or something.
Oh,
And it's just
yeah.
like, I always find mob is always harder in just any game because having to target 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, here, although I think the game is very courteous as to where generally the other guy will always target your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Which means they're just target dummies.
Well,
But still.
I think part of it that contributes is the AI range of attack field. And what I mean by that is if you target one enemy, you're always going to be like in close combat with them. Whereas the other guy will more often than not be further away from you, and they'll be subjected to only using their long range attacks, which are fairly easy to just like that.
Yeah, just
the fire just missed. And I just think that's I don't know, maybe it's a bit easier to program than I would imagine it would be, but I always liked how the AI would respond to where you are and then attack accordingly.
Yeah. Well, because, they have to make it smart.
Mm-hmm.
I can say I like it. It's annoying, but I like it when you think you can, like, cheese the AI in some games, but then it just keeps spamming the same attack.
That was great.
And it's just like, I guess that's good game design. But, so did you specifically target Cloud first for a reason, or do you just happen to lock on him?
Cloud is usually my preference. In the stealth sneak fight with him and Clayton, I said that, just targeting one guy isn't the way to go, and that's not really what I meant. I would say, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter who you target first. It's pretty much who you deem more dangerous. And honestly, Cloud's attack style is a lot more everywhere because he doesn't have a long range attack like Leon, so he'll be charging at you a lot.
Oh yeah, that's true. Plus he has that like his hoppity attack.
Mm-hmm.
When he slams down, that'll always just land right where you are.
Yep. His Omni Slash too. I like his Omni Slash in this game because he's invincible during the whole thing.
Like as opposed to,
I don't know. It's just I thought it was a good. It's a love-hate thing for me, where the enemy's super attacks, they're invincible for the whole thing. Some characters, I don't mind it. Other bosses, it just frustrates me, especially when they spam the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, enigmatic soldier.
Yeah, there's a lot more desperation type moves in 2 than in this one.
Bit off topic, but I remember when I was younger, and I imported the Final Mix Plus pack that came with Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix and Recom.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember kind of a young, not really commentator, but a young footage gatherer. I would set it up to my VCR. A lot of people are going to be like, what the hell is that? And I hit record, and I remember fighting the enigmatic soldier and watching that fight over. I'm like, oh my god, he used his limit break 18 times before I could get in another hit. I swear to god, it was like his last health bar, and he just wouldn't stop. He immediately one after the other. It was retarded.
Oh yeah, I had an issue with a boss like that. It's just, I don't know if they program them to do that because they know they're invincible or not, but
I don't know. I'm hoping they make it so he does it less.
I don't know, they might. I haven't seen anything, although I don't know if people really complained about that in the first place.
I just feel bad for him now, just beating him in the corner.
Well, he deserved it. He fought us. Oh wait, no. I was gonna say he fought us 2-on-1, but no.
Yeah, we were in that sense we were really unfair to Yuffie.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what she was thinking.
Yeah, she only made it to the 6th seed all by herself. That sucks.
That's actually kind of, I guess you can call it foreshadowing that she was alone. It's like, why wouldn't she fight with Leon like last time?
Because...
And then you find out Leon's teamed up with Cloud, which honestly is the much better pair.
They could have just teamed up all together, though. I guess there's no limit. Although...
Don't give him any ideas.
That does come to fruition at some point.
Oh, don't remind me. That being said, that's one of the best fights in the whole game.
I agree. Something I haven't done in a long time, just because it's kind of like off the main beaten path.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
I'll be looking forward to.
Oh, I'm so pumped. 3 days. 3 days.
Yeah, not sure. Actually, honestly, when anyone's watching this, it could have been out for like 8 years, but
Probably.
for us, 3 days. So
Until 2.5 is released in America.
so excited.
Yeah,
And
I pretty much said fuck it to this entire round.
You just
It's
Oh, yeah,
hard.
yeah, and here-
It took a long time to get to this point.
yeah, and then here's what I was talking about. Here are the Heartless that you probably don't know yet.
Oh yes, these are Heartless from the very last world.
Yep. And I guess arguably the toughest. I don't really find the guys with the swords that hard, but those things, definitely I would say my least favorite.
Oh yeah, the flying ones. Those are the
Yeah.
angels.
Angels, yeah, definitely one of the. I personally think one of the most interesting because they don't have like the same color scheme.
How do you mean?
Like they're all white, pretty much, aside from their insignia.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of an interesting. Like I don't know if it's supposed to mean something. I guess they call them angel stars, but
Yeah, it's a strange. I don't know. It's a strange idea. I liked it in the fact that they're enemies that are clearly using like light magic.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like this beam they're charging up right now.
that is. But like how? There can't really. I don't know. I want to say there can't be dark heartless or light heartless, but given the backstory of the insignia heartless, then honestly I don't see why not. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. So you got 144. Do you have one of the experience boosting?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I have the experience ring equipped at this time.
Oh shit. So what do you think of how you fight him? Like not at the last seed.
Again, I would say definitely foreshadowing. Like, if this is round 10, then what's the last seed going to be like? I will say, though, that's probably his worst. They really should have taken the time to make that opening scene a bit more smooth. Because it feels like he was rushed to finish it, and I don't know why.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Maybe they were just trying to. Although it's not like you have to see the cutscene every time. They could have. This is an interesting fight, and if you notice, his health isn't going down, and that's not because he's not taking damage. He is one of the few enemies that like he has a health bar. It's just invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they. I don't know why, if it's purposely invisible or they ran out of colors or something.
They had a lot of choices
Yeah,
as far
so
as colors.
I don't.
But it's green, yellow-ish,
And then
orange, pink, purple, and transparent.
I guess, yeah. And it's weird, but I guess, and it is interesting how he has it. I guess you can assume he is a late game boss, though.
Yeah,
Technically, he
Yeah.
is the last of the League of Villains you have to fight.
definitely optional too, so
Mhm.
they could make him as strong as they wanted to.
Which
That
I
being
don't-
said, this fight is pretty easy, all things considered. The only issue I have with it is that he's got this move when he's in his, I guess, chill mode. And he'll just spew like flamethrowers out of his hands,
Oh yeah.
and you can't really attack him without getting hit.
I would say he's not. Yeah, he's not that hard, but
That in this like,
that like X slice.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd say he is tough if you're under leveled because he does hit hard.
oh yeah,
Like that X slice can do pretty much almost all your health if you're not I mean, it could be doing that now at this point where you are now.
But other than that, it's just really being patient with the boss. This move here,
I kind of like how he opens it up though when he's finishing. Like, all right, time to hit me.
yeah,
Kind of a
a
weird.
lot of bosses do that.
They're just stupid.
See if you can hit me here, Sora.
I'm trying to think of his... Oh, still though. I like fighting Hades. All of his battle quotes are there, so...
That's it! And that's it. That's what I remember. That, what is it? Feel the heat.
Feel the heat. Yeah, I'm just getting warmed up here. He says that when he's getting warmed down. For odd reasons.
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird. Are you just...
Yeah, this fight went on for a
Yeah.
while.
We are probably slightly under leveled for this point in the game.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
There is a point where I level up off screen for the secret bosses for the purpose of this playthrough, and just... I don't know why I didn't do that for this. Oh well.
Maybe you just thought it would be enough leveling up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should have brought this up when it happened, but that ability you just got, Combo Master, I believe that was added specifically in Remix.
Oh yeah.
And it that is the one that allows you to combo without actually hitting enemies, right?
Yeah, for the purpose of the gameplay, they made it so you need to keep connecting your hits in order to finish the combo. With Combo Master, you can effectively eliminate that and just use your
You can just
use your
attack.
combos, and even if you're not hitting anything, you can still finish it.
Yeah, and I think it's cool, but I mean, I can see people, like even myself when I first got it, I was all like, how is this really useful? But trust me, it's useful.
Hmm.
Because there's like a lag if Sora misses.
I love that. Get out.
Oh, the final combo. I thought that was his thing.
Yeah, this was weird. I'm like what I got from this, watching it again. I'm pretty sure, like he goes, "Hey kid." I think that's. I always imagine that's either like Hercules riding on Cerberus, like in the actual movie, or Cloud riding on Cerberus, which would be awesome.
Yeah, because he says guys and he says kid.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like all the demons though.
It could be a mess of people.
I don't know. Again, it's been a while since I've seen the Hercules movie, so I don't.
Well, for that scene, you can definitely hear Cerberus's like punching noise, so I'm pretty sure he's part of that.
Although if he's saying, yes, yeah, I want to say if he says "Hey guys," he could just be referring to all three heads.
But then he goes, "Hey kid."
Although I don't know, maybe he calls everyone a kid. He's like 1,000,000 years old.
That's a good point.
You know, does Sora ever thank him for allowing him to do this?
No.
Oh well, I guess he did it expecting him to die. So
Yeah, that was his plan all along. I'll let him compete in the games and he'll just die. This was stupid.
the White Mushroom Challenge.
This was stupid.
And what is it, like seed 6 or something?
No, it was just 3.
So it was the third seed.
Oh no, that was I thought you were talking about number of mushrooms.
Oh no,
No, that was the 6th seed, yeah.
It's like, how did they get that far?
That's a good point, actually.
But yeah, it's again kind of like how they have the funguses and the rare truffles. I guess kind of a cool way to allow you to at least see the mushrooms. If you're like rushing through the game and really unlucky and you never run into them, but
you
it's pointless for those
is.
guys because they can't actually drop what
rewards and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know why they're there. I like to believe that they're kind of like they're there kind of like to let you get your magic back up if you're like really low. Because like if you can get like you can probably get about 6 combos worth in.
I guess. I'm actually not sure if it affects it. Maybe it did, and I just wasn't paying attention to the MP bar. This is one of the few very unique seeds where it's a horde, basically, that will continue to spawn until you've beaten all of them. The first one, I left it out, I think, but the first one was like Shadow Storm, where it was all shadows, but I cut that out because they appear here as well.
Yeah, and I kind of what I think is cool about it is that it sort of builds up. It's like first it's just as you were saying, it's just shadows. You fight like a good number of shadows, and then I believe is there one with just dark balls, or does it just go straight into?
Yeah, no, that was it with dark balls and shadows.
And then it gets. I love how it's always the purebloods, generally, that you fight in those things.
Well, only the first two. The other two.
Yeah, and then that's just like pretty much just the end all. So, you like the black ones? I kind of think they're pretty cool.
They're cool. I don't know why I'm fighting two of them. That just sucks. That just sucks for me. Because another thing that I cut out was there was one with this thing and like 4 invisibles. I don't know why they're called invisibles because they don't turn invisible. But those are the big heartless with the giant swords from the last world.
Baby dark sides.
Baby
I
dark
kind of like to
sides,
call them
yeah.
because they have like the gap.
Oh yeah, that's true. And there's another one with this and like 6 green.
Healers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird how they bring out of all the heartless this one back.
3 times.
Yeah, although
and now in this one you fight 2 of them, and it's just like why?
although now that I'm actually thinking about it in this concept, I guess it makes sense because there's here you got 2 things. For one, they're early game, and for another thing is that they're small.
I guess so.
Like, it would be weird to add, even though it's probably just as easy, adding, like, the Trick Master in would be kind of weird, because he's just too big.
But then again, you didn't have high jump then.
That's true, plus, the Trick Master actually is, like, your height.
Now, my
Given
main issue with the Stealth Snake, if you noticed in the gameplay, his health was basically at 0, but for some reason, they need to not be attacking for you to finish them off.
Yeah, and I always thought that was weird, too.
And, it sucks.
Would it say all question marks for this one?
Mm-hmm. This is basically Team Hollow Bastion.
Yeah. And the next one's Team, well, you'll find out, but
Yeah.
it's not fun.
No, it really isn't. 5 wizards? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I would like wizards if there wasn't like a 90% chance that they're gonna do that lightning move when they're about to die.
Exactly. Although again, the thing around that is using null magic like Arrow or Graviga. Do I have Graviga yet? That looks big enough. Thank you, Donald.
Where do you get Graviga?
Well, 1 gravity spell you get for beating the Phil Cup, I believe.
Yeah, 1 for Phil, 1 for Halloween Town.
Yeah, that's right. And
is it for one of the bosses here? In this shebang?
Shebang. I'm not sure. I honestly can't remember.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
This only.
What matters is we have it, and we will abuse the fuck out of it.
So do you like the whole circular? Like, instead of like the 4 columns, you got like the 8, I think, trees.
Oh yeah, this is the unique style for the Hades
Yeah.
Cup, isn't it?
Yeah, and it only happens like after like the last 20 matches, I think.
Yep.
Is it smaller? Like, I just don't see a reason as to why.
I guess you lose the corners a little bit, but past that, it's not really that much smaller.
That's true. On the right, though, I guess if you lose the corners, as we were talking about with that Leon fight, you can't corner enemies as much. Although,
Well, you say that, but there's a lot more corners that you can.
yeah, but they're less 90 degrees. I don't think it's as easy.
Less 90. Yeah, that's true.
And Sora's very sporadic in the way he hits the enemies.
They're actually more than 90 degrees in that respect.
How?
Do you understand how geometry works?
No.
Well, the wider the angle, the more degrees you add. So,
Yeah, so 90.
it was 90, and now it's
Oh, right
wider.
now. That's true. So I meant not as little degrees, I guess is what I meant to say.
Yes, that's why I kind of corrected you without trying to sound like an asshole.
That's fine. You can correct me.
Don't ever say you didn't learn anything from this playthrough, kids.
Yeah. No.
Unless you haven't watched this part yet. Then I guess you could.
Or you could know basic geometry already. So
That's, yeah.
I learned something new from this playthrough, at least.
Good. I'm glad I could be of help.
I always like their swords.
It's a really cool design,
Yeah.
and it's not like... I hate swords that look fancy just to look fancy. Like, there's no rhyme or reason for them to look like that. It doesn't help their function at all. Like, these... To make it kind of graphic, you know, there's a lot more edge to them.
Yeah, to me they kind of look like what a Heartless would make as a sword.
Yeah.
If given the choice. I like the Invisibles.
Yeah, they're fun enemies.
Yeah, just kind of cool. And like, yes, I personally don't think they're that tough, but I think they are supposed to be considered like the Heartless. That's pretty much just the end game one. So.
Jaeger. Dum dum dum.
Dun, 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 dun. Yep, that's true.
And
They're all
here-
the Titans.
Here we go, the Rock Titan.
Yep, and this is the final seed. And is he tough? He's got that extra health bar. But
He's not tough.
Is he worth it? No, he's not.
He's really not that tough. He hits hard if he hits you. But he's very, very, very slow.
Plus, he does this like half the time.
Yeah. Like, this is probably the only part I can see you getting hit. Unless you see it coming and then just stop attacking to avoid it.
Yeah, he has like that chomp attack, which
It's not even a chomp, he's trying to beat you with his chin. He's got a weird chin, too. It's like... The underjaw is... It's like a hand. Like, I don't even know what to call it. It's a weird grip thing.
well, it could be honestly, given the. I mean, he's just made of rocks. I don't
Yeah.
think he's supposed to look like a human.
Well, no.
I kind of wish. I think you brought this up just in the past when you're talking, but more Titan fights.
Yeah, there's
possible.
this, and then one other. And there's,
Yeah.
like... 5 Titans in the movie? One I can definitely do without. One would make sense to leave out because it's just naked Cyclops thing. You know? But the other 4, there's this, the Lava Titan, it's the Wind Titan, and the Ice Titan. And those all would have been cool to fight.
Yeah, I agree.
I think. I guess the lava and wind made the most sense to leave out because the ice and rock titans are like solid.
Oh, yeah, that is
So,
true.
Just for the sake of having something to hit. Because like I imagine if the lava titan was a fight, it'd be similar to say like the Cave of Wonders, where like you had to hit a certain spot.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Or like that lane. Do you like boss fights like that, where it's like, for that boss fight you needed to hit him in like a specific way?
If it's done well, I found that in the Cave of Wonders head guardian case, it was just kind of obnoxious to get up there.
Yeah, I agree.
And you notice the tech points I'm getting just for hitting the damn thing. I always thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I guess just because he's made of stone, and I guess maybe Sora has to swing a little harder.
Chipping away at it or something.
Yeah. But that was it. There was the Hades Cup.
Yep,
And
that was the Hades Cup. And first time you beat a Titan, you get this neat little cutscene of them just crumbling and dying. Which is interesting, because the Rock Titan comes back in 2 for like a brief opening cutscene.
Oh, yeah, he does.
And then Hercules does the freaking...
Like spin the thing?
Yeah, the freaking Goku spin around and
Just launch him.
it's hilarious.
See, now that's the Hercules we should have fought.
Exactly.
But
But no. He decided to
Oh,
go...
this is my
This is great. Whoa, is my hair out?
that part's awesome.
I love it.
And they actually had to add the detail where Donald actually isn't up there with them at the beginning. It is just Sora and Goofy.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I never noticed that.
Donald's just running over, I guess.
And there we go. Trinity Limit. The final Trinity, I guess you could say. But it's not for any of the marks. It's your strongest attack.
Mhm.
Not against bosses. Don't bother using it against bosses. But for like a horde of enemies, it's almost insta-kill.
Yep, it's like a... Yeah, it's pretty much like a... That is just a screen clear.
Yep.
But,
it's like Kirby and his crash attack,
Yeah.
basically.
Although, I have to say, not an ability I like too much, personally.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't rely on it too much, and it does sap your magic
Yeah.
completely.
Like, it says at least 3, but it takes all if you have all. So, not good.
Join us next time for the journey to the final world.
Dun.